Did you want to do the intro or do you want me to?
You handle the intro, pal. You handle the
I can
intro.
handle the intro?
Yeah, they come here for
Alright.
you.
Alright, let's get her going.
Oh, he's still going. Oh, God. That, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody.
Degenerate alcoholic.
Welcome back to another Crew After Dark podcast. It's been a couple of weeks since the last one, but we're back at it.
On our
In
regular
all
schedule.
honesty, on a regular schedule, yeah. In all honesty, we actually did try to record one. Complete failure. Jamie, you gotta bleep that out. We're in the
Dump
minute.
it.
We bleep all this first out. I'm sorry for the extra work. But yeah, no, so we did that. Didn't really work out. We kind of started another one later that day. I went over the footage. Wasn't really that good. But
Dump
you know
it.
what? We're back at it. We're back at it. Bringing you some more content. Some goofs. Some giggles.
Couple
Maybe
of
even
gaffes.
gaffs. Who knows? Couple of gaffs. But tell you what, speaking of giggles, or I guess a lack of giggles, Marco, you've been having to deal with some car problems lately, haven't you?
Not on my own car, though. My brother's car.
See, that makes it even worse, because it's not like it's your car, right? Because if it was your car and there's problems, you're like, well, at least I can drive somewhere after this. Nah. So what was going on? I didn't get the full story. I just saw the Snapchats of, like, broken bits of metal on the ground. You on the Discord later going, it's Jamie, you gotta bleep that, too.
My brother's got an absolute fucking beauty. 2007 Corolla. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Camry. And every fucking bolt on that goddamn thing is rusted through to rat shit. So, like, every time we would try to, like, remove a bolt, it would just free spin or snap the head off. We had to start dremeling shit.
That's great. And did it get resolved? Because last time we were talking about it, you were
Well,
like,
we
you
had to
didn't
change out
make
the
any
rad.
play.
We successfully changed out the rad. And then it turns out the water pump was leaking, not the rad. So that was fun.
Well, like, when the car was causing problems, could you, like, smell the rad? Because, like, you've driven in my car, right? And you could smell when the rad was leaking. Was it like that in your brother's car?
No, he just he saw some, like, fluid leaking, like, a few days before. And he's like, oh, there's a little bit of fluid leaking. All right, I'll have to look into that. Then he goes out the other morning and just the driveway's green.
I like to imagine he's walking out and he's like, damn, I didn't know we painted over the driveway. Green, what a weird color. Wait a second, why is my car overheating?
Well, it was slightly snowy, too, so the whole driveway is just, like, green slush.
Like
a nice Mountain Dew Frosty or Slurpee or something.
Like, do you just take all that, like, slush and just, like, throw it on your lawn and hope it doesn't kill the grass? Or do you just dump it in the road and hope the guy, the driver, doesn't, like, slip on it?
Washes away. No, it's antifreeze. It doesn't freeze. It's all good.
Yes, the fucking driveway full of antifreeze. We'll just put it on the road.
Hey,
Let's look it up a little bit.
It's up to God at that point. It's up to God at that point, all
right? Look, if you're not driving and you're not ready for a little bit.
Pardon me.
So, we have a few topics for today. I know you've got a couple. Actually, the car was one of them. But I was thinking about going to one that I don't think you know anything about. Oh my god, I shouldn't have chucked that. I'm like, yes. Also, I chose the, I mean, you've got this too. It's the high percentage one.
Of course.
All right.
Still waiting for that sponsorship, White Claw.
Look, Voodoo Ranger apparently sponsors Twitch streamers. And I swear, if the moment I hear White Claw sponsors Twitch streamers, I'm going to go from, like, casual streaming to walking into my place of work, saying I quit and begging White Claw to sponsor me.
Begging.
I'll go listen. I'll get a tattoo on my forehead. I'll get the little wave right on my noggin. Just right here. Just please sponsor me.
You'd be like one of those people with the awesome monster tattoos that, like, goes across their chest. Yeah. It's just the big old surf.
Like, also, you probably don't know about this, but, like, they actually give you free cases of beer. Like Voodoo Ranger would. Like, they will straight up give you, like, a case of beer. Yeah, they'll be like, yeah, so do a sponsored stream, drink some beer. Free beer.
Free beer and money.
Uh, yeah, I'm assuming the money part too. Definitely the beer. Yeah, I mean, I guess
You're
you
gonna
want the
quit your
money.
job. You're gonna quit your fucking
For the
job,
beer.
and you're just gonna be paid in beer.
I'm gonna live off the interest in my bank account with the free beer as my sustenance.
Nice, nice. Claim some
Yeah,
unemployment.
yeah. You're like, oh, how come you're unemployed? Because I quit for free beer.
You're a working
But
man.
all
You're a
right,
functioning alcoholic.
listen, I'm so excited to drink every day. I get the shakes. Just giddy with delight.
Giddy with
But
delight.
all right, but all right. So I'm assuming you don't know anything about this, about the Vince McMahon stuff.
No, no. I've just heard that something is happening with Vince McMahon, and that's all I fucking know.
All right, so I don't have the complete backstory of everything going on. Our one buddy does, but I didn't text him because he's busy right now. So last year in 2022 or 2023, I can't remember what. Vince was had to retire because he got some sexual allegations going on, and he was able to claw his way back into the company. He got like rehired in something, and then crawled his way up to the board of directors. And if you know anything about Vince McMahon, you probably know he's some weird creep, right?
He is a wild child, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, anyways, on January the 20 somethings, the WWE and Netflix made a deal for some streaming rights and yada yada yada, all that jazz, right? Like, who cares about that? That's not the juicy part. 2 days later, some allegations come out against Vince.
Again.
Now, Vince is a 78-year-old who's done lots of wacky stuff in his life. This is going to be the final nail in the coffin, and I don't think you understand how bad it is. So 2 days after the Netflix deal goes through, somebody leaks some information about Vince.
Okay.
Vince was doing a lot of sexual harassment. A lot of sexual harassment. I don't know who specifically it was towards and how many people was towards, but it was pretty bad. Sorry, I'm just reading right now.
Was it towards like Hulk
He
Hogan
was
and his beautiful rippling muscles?
like innocent women. But I'm so glad you mentioned Hulk Hogan because we'll get to that
Oh,
in
no.
a minute.
Oh no!
So, anyways, Vince, is doing some absolutely terrible stuff. Then he's doing some payoffs, and some of the terrible stuff includes sending text messages and harassing women, saying, "I'm the one who controls you. I own you. You do what I say." Another fun little example was that he was having a three-way, right? And he
Nice.
shat on this girl's forehead. Just shit. Just straight up shit.
Like
on
a
her
log
forehead.
or like a cow patty plop?
Now the report doesn't say the consistency. There was no stool analysis, right? They didn't have a doctor inspect it. But the
I want
fact
the
he was
forensic
like,
evidence
hey,
here.
but the fact he was doing that and he was like, hey, watch this. And
That's his
so he's
finishing
doing
move.
stuff. Yeah, that's his finisher. We call it the
McMahon manure.
man pile. The man manure. So anyway, so he's doing that. Sexual assault, all that other stuff. And it's pretty bad. He's having to do some payouts, yada yada yada. And of course, recently it was found out about it. And another thing he did, sorry, that I should probably get into before I read the rest of this. So you mentioned Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak into the microphone. Vince McMahon has a collection of dildos that he would with, named after wrestlers.
They're just named after them.
They're named after them.
Okay, it's not like a cast of Hulk Hogan's hulking penis.
I think it might be.
That's...
I think once you're that deranged, I think it is. There's no way you walk into like Spencer's Skiffs and goes, "That looks like a Hulkster. That looks like a Rock." I think he's insane enough to do that.
If he somehow was able to get like casts of these wrestlers' penises, aside from all the other sexual harassment, horrible shit, that's pretty hilarious. Just having a collection of other men's cocks on standby.
It's like, so you know how like ancient Romans would have like the busts of like their emperors? That, but with WWE people. It's like, yep, that's John Cena right
Is that
there.
why all the Roman statues no longer have penises? People were like, I'm taking David's penis.
Yeah, so everything was actually like the statue of David, right? Like, it was all in like just complete, but just bit by bit, pieces have been removed, so they can only salvage this part. Um, but yeah, so what also makes this interesting? So that happened 2 days after the Netflix deal, which I think was this week or something like that.
Hmm.
Um, maybe last week. I don't know, something like that. But right now, this Saturday when we're recording, is an event known as Royal Rumble. Before these Vince allegations even came out, according to our one friend, this was apparently supposed to be like the biggest Royal Rumble ever. It was going to have the most audience views. There's lots of really interesting stuff going on. And somebody threw a monkey wrench into this plan. So I'm not. So I'm probably not going to watch it tonight, but I'm going to be getting some spicy texts because I think, like, you know how like like in the stands, the WWE fans like to hold up signs and stuff.
Yeah.
I can already tell they're going to be pulling out signs talking about what's going on.
I mean,
It's
like,
time
I
to.
hope so.
Yeah, I think tonight's gonna be really interesting. I know I'm gonna be getting text after text, being like, "Yeah, look at this time somebody held up like a photo of Vince."
Vince
Um,
the man. Vince the manure man.
holy shit! I just remembered. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. So another thing, Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
Uh,
boy.
so Brock Lesnar's involved in this too. To what extent I don't know, but he was supposed to wrestle tonight as well, but he's not coming anywhere near this event.
Mm-hmm.
So however long ago, Brock was doing like some, I don't know if it was like signing a deal or doing some promotion or whatever. He was doing some sort of event, right? And he got way too fucking drunk. And after the event went on, he was supposed to hook up with a lady. Well, he was way too drunk, so he couldn't. So Vince went, "Don't worry, I got this." And he pretended to be Brock Lesnar with this woman.
Well, like, hold on. I'm gonna assume this woman knows who Brock Lesnar is.
I
And
think that
then McMahon shows up. What's up, baby? It's me, Brock.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Vince McMahon is unnaturally buff for his age. Like, I know he does roids, obviously, but the fact his body
100%.
can even like, the fact his body can even still like produce those muscles is a miracle. But like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That just like that's insane.
Did he show
He was,
up with Brock the Cock Lesnar?
I bet he did. Now they didn't go into exact details, but I bet he did.
That's
Um,
beautiful.
but yeah, that's what's been going on right now. It seems like this is actually the final the nail in the coffin. I don't like there's no coming back from this, especially because so Slim Jim is one of the WWE sponsors. I don't know much about them, but I'm assuming they've been a sponsor for a while because Macho Man was like promoting their stuff back in the 80s or whatever,
Hmm.
maybe 70s. Yeah, they were threatening to pull out unless Vince was removed. So I think this is officially the final nail in the coffin. I think even the board of directors is like, okay, like he can't come back. Like he's done. He's gone.
It's a real shame all of these like legendary figures are just notorious pieces of shit.
Actually, I did learn something about Brock too. If you want to hear another little story about him,
I love all these fun little timbits of information.
let me just take a little drink quick. I'm a little thirsty, really
Oh boy.
dehydrated. So,
Hit me.
so I was talking to our buddy. We were just coming home from work and whatnot, and he's telling me about Brock because we were talking about the McMahon stuff, and I was like, man, like all these wrestlers are terrible people. So Brock has 3 kids, I believe. He has the daughter who's just like a clone of Brock, but female, and then he has 2 sons. Wait, you've seen her, Jamie? Pull up a picture of her. That's her.
That's her. Okay, all right.
Okay, and I'm gonna send this to you. No, you have absolutely seen her. I'm gonna post the. Actually, I gotta send this to your phone. I don't want to fuck up the recording. Shit. Hold on a second, audience.
We'll cut a little. We'll cut a little like technical
And cut.
difficulties.
And we're back.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, she's a beaut.
She's a Rock Junior. And
That's Lady Lesnar right there.
And he also has 2 sons. And I didn't know he had 2 sons, so I was asking our buddy. I'm like, oh, like, what's the deal with that? Is he like cheating on like his wife or whatever, yada yada yada? And he was telling me how him and his current wife got together. So there was some stuff behind the scenes where like the wife was dating a dude in WWE. Rock was like, yeah, I really want to meet up with her, and yada yada, all that jazz. Eventually, they like separated. They weren't married at the time, so they separated. She was living in Florida. Brock was living wherever. Now, Brock is a romantic, right? A real gentleman.
I'm sure.
So
I'm sure. With these allegations against him, he must be a real silver-tongued devil.
so Brock, our man, travels to Florida, and he knows where she lives, right? But he doesn't know how to get there. So he's like going from like taxi to taxi, trying to get them to go to her house, but he doesn't know how to describe where she is, and that's a whole
But
kerfuffle.
he doesn't have like
And
an address.
no, this would have been like maybe like the 2000s. I don't know the exact
Okay.
time, but considering the fact that the daughter's like 17 now, you know,
Okay.
probably yeah. So, anyways, he eventually gets there, knocks on the door. She doesn't answer, so he waits around for her. Now, when I say he waits around for her, Mr. Marco, what would you assume? How would he wait around for her?
He breaks in and, I don't know, sits in the living room, busts through a window or something. Or does he do like a
Some plan.
SpongeBob panty raid, grabs a ladder, goes up, starts climbing?
Our boy Brock. He goes to the neighbor. He knock, knock, knock. This fucking 6'5", 300-pound man,
This
probably has to
gorilla.
lean down into the doorway. This gorilla goes up to the neighbor, going, "Hey, can I borrow a screwdriver?" Neighbor goes, "Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't care." Gives him a screwdriver. He breaks in to the front door using the screwdriver, and he didn't want to break the door down. He's a gentleman.
He wants
Not
to
gonna break
fuck the
door down.
lockup, though.
Yeah. So he gets in there and he goes, "All right, I'm like, I don't know when she's gonna come back. Like, I don't know how long I gotta wait. Maybe I should let her know that I'm here." So he calls her. He picks up her home phone
Her own phone, yeah.
and calls her. Could you imagine that? So you're separated from your ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you're like in different parts of the country. You're at work or whatever, and your phone goes off, and you pick it up, and you hear your ex going, "I'm in your home. Come see me."
Yeah, that's not good.
So anyways, just to speed this up a little bit, the reason why he broke into the home was because he was concerned. If someone saw him sitting outside, they might call the police. So going inside was the only option. And
God
he
forbid you
proposed to
just
her.
like do a couple laps around the block, go to the park for a couple hours,
Just grab like a pop
or like
something, like a
properly
burger.
organize a meetup where you say like, "Hey, I'd like to come to your house this weekend. Let's say, I don't know, 2 o'clock." No, the logical thing is definitely to
B&E.
B&E after being on some wild goose chase with a bunch of taxis,
Yeah.
and then asking the neighbor for a tool. The neighbor didn't ask like, "Oh, hey, who are you?"
Yeah, that's what I would do. Some person came, I won't pretend like I talk to all my neighbors. Like I know the people
But
beside me.
your neighbors. Like like
Yeah.
that. You're not Frank.
Yeah, I know it's like you're not the dude across the street. So, and not only that, but he's a recognizable guy. He's
If
like
you're in the
6'5".
wrestling sphere, but like,
No, a 6'5", a 10'7" person who weighs 1,000 tons goes up to your door, and goes, "Can I borrow one screwdriver?" What would you say? Would
do you
say,
think
"Yeah,
do you
man"?
think he actually asked? Like, do you think he said like, "Can I? May I?" Or was he just like, "Me need screwdriver, you give, small man." Okay, okay, fuck, I'll give it to you.
What do you want? A Phillips? A flathead? Just give it. He's got like
Just give any screwdriver.
what are those called again? Where they got it's like the hex? Is it just called like a hex head or something? Like the hexagonal head?
Like an Allen key?
No, well, well, this doesn't matter. I was just talking. They came out like different types of screwdrivers, and instead of getting like a flat head, he gets like some wacky ass one they only use for like electronics or whatever.
Oh, like one of those like safety ones where it's got like, it's like a star head with like a little nipple in the middle, like the one of those, like,
Yeah.
so you can't take apart your Xbox controller. You need a special fucking screwdriver.
Yeah, he's using that to break in. But yeah, no. So, anyways, he's there, and and that's when he proposes to her. And apparently, they're still together. Nothing more romantic than light B&E. Listen to that.
Wow, that's a
viewers. If
real-
you want to get back together with your ex, B&E and propose.
Break down the door, strong arm the neighbors for tools, and
No, you got that
possibly weapons.
Travel across the country, anger several taxi drivers, strong arm the neighbor, B&E, some extra level of harassment, calling from somebody's own home device, and then
That's like some, what was it, Scream? Like, "I'm in your house, I can see you."
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh my god, this would have came out like shortly after Scream. Because Scream came out in 95, right? like 97.
Yeah.
It was like a late 90s film. Oh my god, could you? This was like fresh off the
Is
heels of
she?
Scream.
Hold on. Are they still together to this day?
Yeah.
Like happily, or like is it still some wacky coercion? Like he's always in my house.
I think it's that. I think it's got to be that one. Like, if they're actually happy together, that'd be good. But like, fuck, it's got to be the other one.
Great
And
origins.
now,
That's
like,
some true Romeo and Juliet type shit.
also, it's got to be that because, like I just said, she lived in Florida. He now lives in
Oh,
Saskatchewan.
hold on. Florida?
Yeah.
Average. Normal get together in Florida.
But yeah, no. So he lives now in, I believe, Saskatchewan, maybe Alberta. It's some real middle of nowhere province. And he has like a ranch. So it's got to be it's got to be like some. She's got to be scared.
He's got like a
Florida.
What do they call it? He's got like a Branch Davidian compound.
No, it's literally just straight up like just think like your stereotypical like. Well, have you ever played Red Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like
A nice
like
ranch
Red Dead
home.
1. Yeah, ranch home, pretty much. Yeah, straight up just like a ranch home. His two boys, he was making a joke.
All right, sweetheart, we're gonna
whatever.
move to the middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan, a place you've
Yeah,
probably
remember-
never even heard of. We're gonna be on 650 acres of land in a flat range, and I have the only elevation, so if you even try to escape, I'll be able to see you for miles.
Jad, as far as you want, there's nothing going on. I can see Brent Butt in
The
the gas station.
Dog River gas station.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah. So like his two boys live there. His daughter lives there. I don't know how he is as a person.
Yeah, his 3
and
boys.
as a husband. Or did I say 3? I chugged a 7% can. All right.
No,
like, what do you
Brody's-
want from me?
I saw his daughter. 3 boys.
Oh, his okay. You say she can kick your ass. In my- we can
Absolutely,
team
but it's a
up.
good thing I'm over here and she's over there.
You and I can have like an electrified like fucking Galvin knuckle, all right? And she'd still kick both our asses.
Yeah, no
Try
doubt.
to-
That's okay. I'm a tough guy over the internet.
I'm real big and real tough. Don't look me up.
Yeah, I could probably kick Brock Lesnar's ass.
Couldn't fit in that doorway.
I watch the Olympics and I'm like, I could do that better. I could do that better if I really tried.
Yeah, I can do that back. I can do that like diving competition, quadruple backflip, 360 spin, no problem. I just don't want to.
Yeah, I just
Water's
don't want
wet,
to.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'd rather just hang out and just drink claws.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. He seems like a decent father. I don't know how he is as a husband, but he's a decent father. I could in like a month. I'm gonna have to edit this as like a post. Like, no, he's actually a terrible human being.
Didn't you just say he was accused in this whole sexual harassment thing?
Yeah, like how I said, a decent father. Probably not a decent, human being.
I'm gonna remain silent on any comments calling him anything but a alleged piece of shit. See, that covers me legally. He's allegedly.
No, I'm pretty sure he is. Well,
Who was it that in that shot, like in that like classic WWE shot where Vince McMahon's like on the mic there and he's like, "Come out, you rapist!"
I don't know anything about that.
You haven't seen that clip? That's a good one.
No.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull that up. We had to blur it. Start the audio too. Oh
But yeah,
damn, that's crazy.
It's a great clip. It's a great clip.
Yeah, no, I didn't see anything about that. Fuck. Actually, hold on a second. Was it you texting me or was it? I bleep that part out. Not his name. Don't say his name. Bleep it out. our friend who was texting me, I think.
Our mutual acquaintance.
Our mutual acquaintance.
I want a friend from the other family.
You're the family friend. Oh yeah. So during the 2002 Royal Rumble, there's a Vince and Ric Flair match, and there's a promo where he says, "I like destroying lives. It turns me on."
Nice.
Yeah, he's just a real bad person overall. Vince.
Well, like he was
Brock,
always
the jury's still up on that.
he was always a fucking wild guy. Like there's that
He-
clip
he was
where
weird.
Donald Trump is like shaving his head.
Yeah, it was the Battle of the Billionaires. Loser had to get their head shaved.
Well, I mean Trump, you could just
Fun
like rip
fact.
off whatever toupee he has or whatnot.
Oh my god. Also, so as of right now, no one's seen any Vince McMahon flight logs to the island.
So he may be like a sexual assaulter, possible rapist or whatnot, but at least it's not children.
Possible? No, it's 100% confirmed.
Allegedly.
Hush. You don't pay millions in hush money. What other topics we got going on? I think we ate up mine. Weren't you wanted to bring up? Oh shit, what was it?
Oh, the little things that bring us together. The
Yeah,
little
the little
wacky
things.
phenomena that really can bind you to the rest of
Yeah.
humanity.
Yeah, we'll save my five. We'll save my special one for last. But we'll go over some others right now.
Oh boy.
So what do you got?
Well, we've got those little things that just, link people together, such as like the satisfaction of flipping the pillow to the cold side.
Mm-hmm.
Or everyone's favorite. The women, they don't really know this one, but as a guy, that piss shiver you get. And
I
sometimes
don't get that.
you don't get that? You don't get a piss shiver? You never get a piss
No,
shiver?
we've been over this.
We've not
So
been
it's a
over this.
phenomenon.
No. We've not.
Yeah,
it-
we have. I
No,
know, because,
Everyone get
one
every
person we
guy.
know with the
You're
initials
standing there.
EM.
You're
No,
standing
we
there
went
doing
over
your
this.
business. Your little dinglings out, and you're
Well,
just
like
rocking a
this size,
piss.
it's like here to here.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
got to really brace yourself. I bet.
my mini me size leg.
Fucking tripod over there. You get a piss shiver, and you're just like, ooh.
No?
Or the
So
worst is when you get a piss shiver, and it's a bad one. And it's like, the seat's covered.
Oh, we've never been over this.
That's
Sorry,
what.
we've
Yeah.
been- okay.
No.
sorry.
We have not been over this, you fucker.
Okay, so I was there. You're discussing it with initials EM. Both of you have it. Nobody else does. You went to our elementary and high school together.
No. We
Yeah,
piss shivers are a
we have.
universal thing. No,
No, they're not.
you're the guy that shits once a week, all right? I don't trust you.
Listen, I process. You waste. All right, you have waste. I have Marco. I have nothing. That's the waste. You
I am
just waste.
convinced that you have a once a week shit like Nibbler from Futurama, where it's just like dark matter. It's just a super condensed, epic heavy,
Yeah, the wall
fucking
rattlers.
neutron star.
See, I don't like going in public places because I always like rattle like the public bathroom walls. Right? Some dude pissed in the urinal. All he hears is boom, 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 boom.
Oh man, the last time I had a public toilet shit was a bad one.
I think I know about this.
Yeah,
I think you said, but share it with the audience.
I'm Christmas shopping. It's chaos. It's a little late in the evening.
Yeah.
My tummy's got the rumblings.
The
So I'm like,
rumblings.
all right, I guess I gotta go, drop the kids off at the pool.
Mhm.
I'm walking on up to the bathrooms, and there's options. You've got the men's bathroom, you've got the women's, and then there's
Viable options for you apparently. Do I go into the men's bathroom or do I cause a scene?
the family bathroom, the big ass like handicap stall, like on its own. I don't have to be in like rigid stalls. So I'm like,
Oh, I
well,
like that
it's unoccupied. I'm gonna take that one, of course.
of course.
Rip into the stall, start doing my business. I made a fool's judgment on it though, because your boy sat down, dropped trow, dropped the kids off. I give the toilet dispenser that little reach around. Empty. Devoid of paper. So now I'm like,
trees here. We cut them all down.
I'm like, oh no, I've got poopy bum. And I've got no way to cleanse it. So I had to like get up, shuffle across the whole. It's the big handicap bathroom. It's huge. It's a spacious, luxurious apartment. Had to walk all the way over, get paper towels.
I don't. Like, do you not look before you jump?
No, that was a rookie mistake. A true rookie
You
mistake.
gotta look before you jump. I'll go. Like I've had. Like I don't play away games. And I know what bathroom you're specifically talking about.
Can't call them
I'll
away
make
games.
They're away games. Like even I look. I'll like look at the public stalls. I'll make sure there's not like piss on the seats. There's toilet paper in there. There's no blood on the TP. Make sure you don't get AIDS or anything. You gotta look before you jump.
I love how most public bathrooms now have a sharps container, and there's always some fucking needles in there. How many diabetics are out in our town?
Man, it's the strangest thing. Like, so when I walk to work, right? I walk by like a diabetic colony. They're always
Colony.
pumping insulin.
Colony. Oh, they're
Constantly
pumping insulin, I
diabetics.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, all these
Always
diabetics
taking-
live in tents in the middle of the
It's
city.
really, I guess it helps out. I guess it really helps out with the insulin levels. The inner city diabetics.
The inner city diabetics.
You've seen that thing online where it's like there's like some kid in like the South America, Chile or Brazil or something, and he has like a full like rap sheet as like a kid, but due to that country's laws, he can't be arrested due to whatever law it is. Again,
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm not from that
Awesome.
country.
Just get away with whatever crimes you want when you're young.
Oh, that's what like the gangs will do because they're like, yeah, like you can't be charged. It's
Yeah,
like
so
in
they will
Singapore, like,
hire them as like gunmen and whatnot. Yeah, it's fucked up.
yeah. So, anyways, the kid finally gets arrested. Well, the thing is, he got arrested on his birthday. So they're like
Nice.
all the officers have like a cake and they're singing "Happy Birthday" to him.
Oh,
He's,
like the
"Man,
second he
sucks."
turned 18.
Not the second, maybe like the day he was 18 or something like that, right? It was like he should have picked another day to do his crimes. He gets caught. He's got like the birthday cake. They're all singing. They're going "Happy Birthday to you." The candles are all lit.
Did they let him eat a piece of cake?
I didn't see that far into the video, but I would assume they did. Like here's
Because
a
if
piece
I'm
of
gonna
cake.
be arrested on my birthday, if you bring me now, can he have his cake and eat it too? Or do you think the
Sure,
officers were
whatever
like,
you want.
"Oh, it's so good"? They speak
So
Spanish or
good.
Portuguese in Brazil. Whatever, regardless. Me gusta, delicioso.
That was Spanish, right? I don't know where Portugal has explored, but I believe it's Espanol. No, hold on a second.
No, I think it's Portuguese.
Brazilian and Portuguese are the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
hold
think
on.
Brazil is Portuguese. We're very
Hold on,
worldly.
sorry. Very worldly. Hold on a second. So Mexico speaks Spanish, and then doesn't like Central America speak Spanish?
A lot of Central America does, but it kind of depends on who colonized who.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Like
Portuguese.
I
Spanish.
think Argentina. I think they speak
speak
Portuguese.
German.
Nice. Good one. You're a bad guy. You're a bad guy.
Technically, they are. No, they are.
They're the canon bad guys. Yeah, you got me there.
They're like the canon bad guys. Alright, so anything else besides peach shivers? I feel like we touched on that for like 5 seconds, and then we got distracted.
Well,
somehow.
We fucking derailed it. All right.
We
What is
derailed
what?
that
I
one
don't know.
pretty
What the
good.
fuck are some other things that like everyone experiences? You know. Okay. All right.
What?
Another little phenomena that I think everyone knows.
Yeah.
You're looking through a chain link fence, and you're like close to it, and it's like does the whole like fucks with your depth perception.
Yeah, it's called depth perception. That's how it works. Your eyes change focus. Put your hand in front of you.
No, it's It's a.
No, it's not different.
It
No, put your hand
is.
in front of you. Put your hand in front of you.
Out,
Put your
Brody.
hand in front of you. Put
Go
it in your pocket.
downstairs. Go stare into your microwave, and you'll see because it's got like the little like weird.
Yeah, when it's active, and watch the fucking.
Watch the
food turn
popcorn
for an
pop. Yeah,
hour.
and like go real close to it.
Yeah,
Your
hey,
eyeballs.
David,
are
okay,
up
so,
in there.
no, put your hand in front of you. All right, actually, you know what? Okay, so focus on your hand.
Yeah.
Now focus on your monitor. Isn't
No,
it
it's-
crazy how that works?
No. It's you don't understand the phenomenon.
You don't understand.
I know what it's like to change my depth of field.
Apparently not. Damn, did you know that your
I'm gonna
eyes can
take you.
focus
I'm gonna take
differently?
you to the fucking school right next to us where they have a chain link fence. I'm gonna stick you about 6 inches away from the fucking fence. And be, look
Yeah.
at your depth perception. It's all fucky.
Look, your depth perception changes when you focus on the field behind it or on the chain link part.
Fuck you. You're a fucking asshole.
Anyways, I feel like 100% of humanity with working eyes experience that really brings us together.
Fuck off.
In fact, I would say, when you're working in the real world, you actually use that almost every single day.
Fuck you.
Now, I'll tell you something everybody actually experiences.
What's that?
So when you're playing video games, right? So you're
Everyone
playing
plays
first
video
person.
games, yeah.
Blind people can't, so jot that down.
Fuck those blind people.
All right, so when you're playing a video game, right? Like a first-person video game, and like you're like looking at the monitor, right? And the monitor's displaying what the person's looking at.
Okay, yeah.
And in your game, your character's making actions and whatnot, but you're just technically experiencing it. Right? Imagine that, but like in real life, you're just sitting there. You're doing what you're doing right now. But then all of a sudden, you feel like you get that video game perspective where you feel out of body. You're saying words, you're looking around, you're doing stuff, you're moving, but you don't feel like you're there. You feel like you're out of body.
I think you're just playing some really immersive games.
So it turns out, so I was having that happen. You know, it happens in my life and whatnot. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It's kind of neat. I was reading a comic online, just a little web comic. It turns out everyone doesn't experience that. Turns out it's called depersonalization.
I'm one of these people that I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I think you're just a schizophrenic.
I think, yeah, no, that isn't. That's the thing. Not everybody.
What do you mean? Like
I thought that was.
like, what do you mean by what you mean? Like you really you're really immersed. You really feel like it's like, wow, I really am kicking the shit out of this hooker in GTA, feeding her the fucking
No,
lefties.
it's like you're doing what you're doing right now. You're sitting at your desk. You're talking to a microphone, whatever. You're drinking your alcohol,
Screaming into the void.
but imagine like that. But instead, you're like watching somebody do that on your monitor. It's like that. You're seeing it, and you know it's happening, but you don't feel like you're there in the moment.
Well, I'm still confused. What do you mean? I don't feel like I'm experiencing what I'm watching?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. What's the definition?
You're
Maybe
cut
you-
off.
You
You've had
feel
too
like you're
much.
seeing yourself from outside your body, or the things around you aren't real. Well, not me. But yeah, no. Remember when
What?
I had a big roundup, I had a big like wallop at the end.
Like, give me an example. Give me a little anecdote.
So I'm at work the other day. I'm clickety clacking away.
Yep.
I'm doing all my typing and whatnot.
Some real office space, hate your job. I don't think I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
work today type of thing.
And all of a sudden you're clickety clacking, and then you're like here, and then you're like, boom. You're like, man, I'm like clickety clacking and doing stuff right now, but I don't feel like I'm clickety clacking. Why am I clickety clacking? What am I looking at?
Are you
What's
like
going on?
are you like disassociating with reality?
I think so.
Like
I think it's some.
what do you mean? Like
intense
you've become some kind of like automaton and you're like
No, you're
your
not like
one half of your brain is working, the other half of your brain is like, this is redundant, terrible. Like I don't understand what you mean.
You're just like not in the.
I don't know what
moment.
any of this
You're,
shit
like,
fucking
you're outside
does.
of it. So it's like, you know, in Skyrim, when you're watching, when you like go to the throat of the world. No, that's a bad example. No, you're just not. I don't know. You're just. I don't know. It's like that's like you're just not in the moment. You're still doing things. Like you're still talking. You know, you're talking. You're still moving your hands. You're still, doing whatever. But you're just not there. You're out of it.
I mean, like, okay, I kind of think I understand what you mean. I'm gonna give you a little anecdote to kind of see if I'm on the same page as you.
Okay,
you-
hold on. Sorry. One last thing. You know when you're dreaming and you feel off? Nothing like feels right. Feels very dreamlike. I'm asking you this, right?
I don't know what the fuck you mean.
Okay, give your antidote.
Okay, all right. Are you ever like, let's say, think back to like school or like college, whatever the fuck. You have to watch somebody at like the front of the room and they're kind of talking, they're droning on. They're against kind of like a very monotone background where like you're staring at them, listening to what they say, but it kind of just starts womp, 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 womp. And then this is where I might be a schizo. Like
You're crawling out. You're seeing the bugs. Are
the
crawling out your
bugs.
skin.
Oh my god. Like you're focusing on them
Give me
so
my
much, the
insulin.
background kind of starts going like funny colors, for lack of a better term. Like it's like you're focusing so much on them, like
No, mine's just like mine's just like deeper. Mine's just disassociate.
sound it out. Disassociating.
Yeah. No, yours is different. That's a schizo episode.
No. Like you're like looking so hard at one
You're
thing.
looking at the blackboard and you see a rainbow and the bugs.
No,
start
it's almost
crawling
like
out.
it. No, it's like more of like a kind of like a tunnel vision type of thing.
I think you just got like blood problems.
Like especially, I really experienced it a lot.
Like you stand up and then you're like, oh man, I'm gonna pass
I
out.
see stars.
Okay, no, explain yourself again.
You're focusing so hard on like the speaker, the professor, teacher, whatever the fuck have you.
Yeah, and then you look through it and your eyes change
You're
focus.
kind of, no, like you're focusing so much on them. You're kind of like laser focused tunnel visioning on them to the point where like the background of them, let's say it's like the wall, it really happens when there's like almost a monotone wall behind, like white brick wall or something, where like the background starts. It's hard to find the words without making me sound retarded.
Did you not hear what we've been talking about for the past half hour?
No, this is intellectual conversation.
Yes, everything else has been
drivel.
Explain yourself.
I'm trying. It's a peculiar phenomena.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I see colors, my eyes change focus, yeah. I have working eyeballs. It's crazy. Can you believe it?
That's wild, man. That's crazy.
It's unbelievable. What are you talking about? What do you mean? So you focus on them and you see colors in the bathroom?
Yes.
Are you just tripping on acid or something? Like, were you just doing acid as a kid? Like, instead of like having like little like, so you know how there's like those like little like candies where they're like a thin strip of mint. Was it just like a sheet of acid? That's
yeah, I was just taking the blotter acid, the brown acid.
No, like siblings are like, oh my god, what happened to my acid?
I can't even find the words to describe what I mean, so I'm just gonna stop talking.
I need to know. You're looking at the blackboard. You're looking at the person. Colors start bleeding out behind them.
Kind of. You're so focused on them, but like you're looking at them. You're trying to understand the words, and it's kind of coming across like Charlie Brown adults, like, and you're like, and like you're just staring at them, but things in the background start like, I don't know what I'm saying.
No, it's crazy. So you're here, you're looking, and then everything starts getting muffled. Instead of like smiling, half of your face starts drooping or something.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's unbelievable when your eyes change focus.
It would be a lot more simple if I could just say, yeah, I'm having a stroke. But no.
But I can't. Because you're stroking out.
Because I'm stroking out.
Yeah. So I guess there's the little things that no one else experiences. I thought this whole thing was supposed to bring us together. Instead, I'm like disassociating from reality, and you're like losing mental cognizance.
Try it. Try that one again. Mental cognizance? What are you even trying to say?
Do you know how much alcohol this is?
I'm on my third. Fuck off.
What the fuck do you mean you're on your third?
I'm starting my third.
These are advertised as the high percentage.
They're advertised as a better time.
I work a 9 to 5.
A 90 to 5.
I work at 90 to 5. I'm employed. I work Monday to Friday. I don't drink every day of the week. I'm like this guy, all right?
Whoa.
You're unemployed. I know what you do.
I drink every day because I'm well hydrated.
I day drink because
I am 93% hydrated when I drink these.
God.
I think we're just both fucked up and weird in our own way.
I think none of us can relate to each other. I think we're all unique, and we should never try to sympathize with others. I think as soon as someone shares their innermost thoughts and feelings and their little quirks, we should shame them. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, nobody's unique and cool and fun.
I think when you don't fit the mold that nobody fits into, you should shame them. It's like the U.S. What was it, during Vietnam or Korea? They had like they're making gear for like the average person, and nobody fit the average person. They were like making like boots, flight suits, and seats for like the average person.
Well, because the average American is spherical.
No. I'm talking like this was like back in like the late 20th century. They were like making like standard military equipment, right? Where you're trying to like standardize everything like a one size fit all. So they're obviously going based on like the averages of all their cadets and whatnot. Only nobody technically fit the average because that's like a mathematical thing. It's not the reality. You know, the majority of the population is not going to be like 5'10", 160 pounds, feet size 8, right? That's just the average. In reality, everyone's going to be all over the fucking
Yeah, so you need
Very-
a range. You need mostly these and some. You got to think of a bell curve sort of thing.
Yeah, they weren't thinking of that, so they just straight up made like a like like hey, here's the boots that'll fit everybody. And it's like, well, it fits nobody. It's like, well, mathematically it does. It's like, well, no.
It's like, wow, fuck. What is that like? It's like that diagram of like some kind of like bomber. It's like the survivorship bias or something like that, almost.
Oh, it was so just for the audience. So I believe it was World War I or World War II. Planes are coming back, and they were trying to like figure out how to do padding on whatnot on it, trying to figure out which we
Not
beef
padding,
up, which we beef up.
armor. There's a very big difference.
Oh, there isn't. It's the same. You're just wrapping bubble wrap around it. So, anyways, planes would come back, and they got like holes in whatever parts of the plane. So, like, okay, we're gonna pad that up. We're gonna pad that up. You have no problem when I say pad that up. I don't say
Put a
armor.
diagram up. Put the fucking diagram up so they can see.
Jamie, pull that diagram up.
All these planes came back, and it's like, oh, this is where the planes that are coming back are being hit, so we should armor those areas. No, you should put armor on the areas that don't
That are
appear on the
perfectly
planes
fine.
that come back. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the planes will come back. They got like no bullet damage to the cabin, so we're not gonna beef that up. We're gonna beef up like the tail wing. It turns out the planes that got shot in the cabin, shot in the engine, shot in the propeller, they don't come back, so you don't know to beef those up. Well, they learn that eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah. Eventually. Also, I gotta say, like my alcohol tolerance has gone down. I can't. 2 glasses of Mo and Coke or Pepsi Zero sugar wild cherry.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Big
it.
fucking difference. Everyone needs to know the exact brand you're fucking guzzling down your mouth.
I mean, I told you about the sponsor we got, so the fact you just insulted them means we're not getting paid for this.
We're not
Jamie,
getting
leave
paid
this
for
in.
anything.
Leave this in. Zoom in on his face. This is why you're not getting. That's why you're not eating this month. You were starving because of that face.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not hungry. I'm just thirsty.
So thirsty. My God, am I thirsty. Anyways, thank you for listening to episode, I think it was like 55 of the Crew After Dark podcast.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah,
56.
our regular weekly uploads.
Our regular weekly uploads.
Our regular weekly uploads.
Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching or whatever. You can check me out on Twitch, Donuts Go Guts, because apparently I didn't spell my name right.
Yeah, because you were drunk making your account, you fuck.
I was sober as all hell when I made that, because that was like a weeknight.
So you're
I don't
just
drink
retarded.
I'm just an idiot. You can check out Snarky Marky, although he hasn't streamed in a bit, although he should. He's got time now.
Fuck you.
Alrighty. Anyways, take it easy, folks. Enjoy the outro.
I just can't adjust to this.